Huge opportunities missed for those playoff chasers this past weekend, but the top two remains the same. What's going to go on this week? We're going to take a little look. Prediction video. Today we're taking a look at match number 20 in this year's championship, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new, where you been? Smash your subscribe button back to all things championship related, Blackburn Rovers related, world football related. We're all here, boys, under one roosty. That's right, Leicester and Ipswich remain the same pretty much at the tip of the top of the table. Leeds closing in on them still, but they've got a lot of work to do if that's going to be the case. We'll take a look at all of it in a second. Of course, big shout out to my VIPs. They are the patrons, you know who you are. And of course, if you haven't done so already, make sure you smash the like, get the YouTube algorithm working for you, and also getting, of course, some eyes on the prize, which is this video. And also make sure you subscribe. A whopping 78% of you are still not subscribed. So let's take a look at what went on last time around before we jump into this weekend. Of course, as the December month kicks into flames there. Of course, as you can see, some good results for the teams at the bottom there. QPR, big 2-0 away win against Preston. I went with the home side on this one. Leicester did come out on top against West Brom. 2-1 win for them on the road. I went with a 3-1 win the other way. Rotherham with a 0-0 draw against Birmingham City. Still looking for a manager. Of course, Birmingham just the one win under Rooney so far, but Rotherham trying to get there. It's actually gone a bit nuts. So let's actually talk about that big screen in a minute. As of recording on the 5th of December, St. Nicolaus Day, Rotherham without a manager, Swansea without a manager, Sunderland without a manager. 3 clubs, I think, if not more. Is there any more than that? Have I missed anybody? But of course, you could also throw into the mix Norwich are probably under pressure for a new manager. Stoke could also be firing a new manager. It is that part of the season. It's madness. But of course, who knows who's going to be in charge for those 3 clubs before these games, of course. Anyway, so we talked about Rotherham 0-0 draw against Birmingham City. Millwall with a draw against Sunderland. Good result in the end. A guess for Millwall. Cost a man his job. Southampton 2-0 wins over Cardiff. Again, back to winning ways for them. Hull City lost at home to Watford. Of course, Valorant Ishmael effect is working slowly at Watford. Ipswich Tower 2-1 winners over Coventry. They're also in a bit of trouble as well. Leeds 3-2 winners over Borough. Plymouth 2-1 win over Stoke. Goodness gracious, what an epic result that was. Wednesday against 3-1 win against Rovers. That is a horrid result. Don't want to look at that again. Swansea a draw against Huddersfield Town. Of course, that draw was not enough. Not enough, I guess, on the Swansea board. And then Bristol City lost at home to Norwich City. I called them Ipswich. Wow, slapping the chops there. Big win for Norwich. I didn't actually see that was a different day. So I was wondering why I didn't see that result coming in. So anyway, this is the table as you see it. Leicester kicking ass and taking names. Ipswich up there. Leeds, Southampton, West Brom, and Hull make up the playoffs. Going down, QPR, Rotherham, and Sheffield Wednesday. But wins for wins for Sheffield Wednesday, wins for QPR, closing the gaps a little bit on Huddersfield, Stoke, your Millwalls, your Swanseas, your Coventrys, your Plymouth, your Birminghams. It is very, very tight down the foot of the table there. But of course, all could change this weekend, of course, as we approach those games. This is, of course, a link to the Super Brew, which we're going to take a little look at right here and now. See how you and I got on this past weekend before we jump into the next round of games. So don't forget about the Super Brew. It's not looking good for me at the moment on the Super Brew, but we'll see. Hey, a week is a funny old time in football. So here we go then. Ultra Mura, 17.5 points this past week, kicking ass and taking names. He, of course, got the top jersey there. Vinny Hong doing the business. Bristol City up there alongside Swansea City, of course, kicking ass and taking names. Oscar Skoska up there, 15.5. I am all the way down. I don't even know where am I. Down there, 4.5 points. Not great week for me, as you can see. Horrendous stuff for me. Philly Rovers, though, got 4 points, so at least I'm closing in on him a little bit. But, of course, what's that done to the overall table? James FC runs away with it, 208 at the minute, versus 77, 206, and Vinny Hung is in bronze. Stevie's up, Stevel's up there, 2 spots to number 6. I am way out of it at the moment. I'm down 30-something. 33, down 2 spots. Philly Pete's just a little bit ahead of me, but a bit of a point difference. But we'll change it. We're going to change it all up. Don't worry, guys. Of course, it's a marathon, not a sprint. You got to keep on predicting. That's the rules of the game here. Just keep on keeping on. You'll get there in the end. So here we go then. Recap the next round of games, and there they are. Some bangers. Some concerning ones as well. So let's get into it, of course. And talking about this one, it's Sunderland, it's West Brom. It's one of the 2 early games on Saturday, December the 9th. Of course, Sunderland with no manager right now up against West Brom, Carlos Cobrahan. The stadium night played 36 times in 1983, 12 wins for Sunderland, 13 wins for West Brom, and 11 draws. Biggest win for the Mackhams here, 4-0 win. They got 47 goals in 36 games, 1.31 goals a game. Of course, West Brom 4-0 win, their biggest score, 48 goals in 36 matches, 1.33 goals a game. 50% form for Sunderland right now, 1-2 lost to and drawn to over the last 6. Of course, just 1 win in 5, not great for them. That's why, of course, Mowbray lost his job. Meanwhile, West Bromwich Albion 4 wins the last 6, 67% form for them right now. They are 5th with 32 points on the board, of course. Let me just go big picture for this one for 1 second. I do feel a little bit hard done by for Mowbray. Of course, a big love affair, first time at Rovers. I would have loved to see him pitch his skills and wisdom against Eddie Howe in the FA Cup. That would have been an absolute banger. But big shoes to fill, I think. Whoever comes into this is kind of like the poison chalice is Sunderland. They're a big club mentality, massive following. They deserve to be in the Premier League, to be honest with you. But are they trying to rush the boat a little bit? You know, they had promotion from League One. They made the playoffs last time around. Fantastic stuff by Mowbray doing that. And now what do they expect? They expect top 2 in a league that is so deadly at the moment. I think they're asking for way much more than they're on the offering. Anyway, kicking on forward is Sunderland last time around 2-1 win. It was for West Brom at the Stadium night back in December 2022. The odds are for this one, we're looking at Sunderland 13-10 for the victory, 21-10 is your way, with 9-4 is the draw. I think I made these picks with Mowbray in mind, but I'm sticking to it. 2-0 win for Sunderland with that crowd behind them. They're going to get the win. 2 win. New manager bounce potentially as well. You would think that they made that decision with somebody in mind. Meanwhile, Mowbray's old boys, of course, Rovers up against Leeds. Early kick-off this one at Blackburn, at Ewood Park. Played 36 times in 1983. 12 wins for Rovers, 15 wins for Leeds, and 9 draws. Biggest win for Rovers, 3-0 win. They got 47 goals in 36 matches, 1.31 goals a game. Up against Leeds, 4-0 win. Their biggest score, 50 goals in 36 matches, 1.39 goals a game on this one. 92% form for Leeds right now without a loss in the last 6. They are third in the table with 38 points on the board. Up against Rovers, who are 7th with 50% form for them right now, won 3 and lost 3. They are 28 points right now. Last time around, they're over at Ewood. It was a 3-1 win for Leeds back in July 2020. It was a game and a half, if I can remember that. Was it that one? Or was it? Yeah. Anyway, coming at you, the odds for this one, we're looking at Rovers 10-3 for the victory, 4-3 on Leeds. They are favoured here. 14-5 is a draw. This is my heart speaking here. I'm going to go with a draw here, 2-2 thriller. Of course, at Ewood Park, I'd take that right now if offered, because Leeds are red hot. Rovers are very, very unpredictable, and our home form is not the greatest despite winning the last time around. 2-2 for me on this one. Cardiff against Millwall, coming at you over in Wales. Played each other 24 times, 2003. We got 4 wins for Cardiff, 6 wins for Millwall, and 14 draws. Biggest win for Cardiff, 3-1 win. They got 22 goals in 24 matches, 0.92 goals a game on average. Millwall, though, 2-0 win. Their biggest score in 24 goals in 24 matches. You could do the math on that one. Millwall, though, just 1 win in 6, 33% form for them right now. They are down to 19th with 21 points on the board. Cardiff now down to 11th, 27 points on the board, just 1 win in 5. Of course, maybe this is the real Cardiff showing their true colours. Last time around, though, in Wales, it was a 1 win for Millwall, who are unbeaten against Cardiff over the last 3. Just 1 defeat against them over the last 6. They're looking good. They like to play them, it looks like. Last time around, though, actually, the bookies odds 21-20 is your Cardiff, 23-10 is the draw, 13-5 is your Millwall. Could be a draw here, but I'm going to go with Cardiff. Back to winning ways, 2-0 win for them against the Millwall side, who I don't know too much about them nowadays. I think with this new coach, I'm not too sure about them. Meanwhile, Coventry against Birmingham over at the Rico, of course. These two shared the ground for a little bit when, of course, the Rico stuff was going on. Played each other 18 times, 1 5 wins for Coventry, 6 wins for Birmingham, 7 draws, of course. Biggest win for Coventry, 2-0 win. They got 19 goals in 18 matches against Birmingham, 1.06 goals a game. Meanwhile, the Bromwich 6-3 win. Their biggest score in 23 goals in 18 matches, 1.28 goals a game. They're on 33% form. Are Birmingham right now, just 1 win in 6. They're 15th for the table with 23 points on the board. Against Coventry, just 1 defeat the past 4, 42% form for them right now. They are 17th with 22 points on the board. Last time around, though, over at the Rico, it was a 2-0 win for Coventry, who are unbeaten against Birmingham over the last 6, 2 wins and 4 draws as well. The odds here, 6-4 on is your Coventry, 3-1 is draw, 50-4 is your Wayne Rooney FC here. I'm going to Coventry here on this one, 2-1 win for them, getting the chains moving, and of course starting to climb the table. Birmingham still under Rooney, not really working a treat. Meanwhile, Borough against Ipswich, a bit of a zinger. Of course, the former Man United coaching staff locking horns. Played 25 times, did 8 wins apiece and 9 draws. Biggest win for Middlesbrough, 4-1 win. They got 33 goals in 25 matches, 1.32 goals a game. Up against Ipswich, 4-0 win. Their biggest score, 31 goals in 25 matches, 1.24 goals a game on average here. Of course, Ipswich just 1 defeat past 6, 67% form for them. They are second with 45 points on the board. Up against Borough, they are 58% form for them right now. 2 defeats the last 6. They are 12th with 27 points on the board at the moment. Last time around, over at the Riverside, it was a 2-0 win for Middlesbrough back in December 2018. That was it in the Championship. Borough, in fact, unbeaten against Ipswich over the last 6, picking up 4 wins and a couple of draws. The odds for this one, we have Middlesbrough 13-10 for the victory, 15-8 is the Ipswich, 5-2 is the draw. Ipswich are good, solid. They're up there for a reason, but I think they're going to lose this one. 3-1 win for Borough because they are a tough opponent to play against, and now that Carragher's got some form under the wings here. Watford against Southampton, another banger coming at you over at Vicarage Road. Now these two sides have played each other 25 times in 1989. 9 wins for Watford, 10 wins for Southampton, and we've got 6 draws, of course. Biggest win for Watford, 3-0 win. They got 40 goals in 25 matches, 1.60 goals a game on average. The Saints, though, 4-0 win, their biggest, scoring 39 goals in 25 matches, 1.56 goals a game. Southampton on 92% form for them right now. They are 4th, 37 points on the ball. They are, of course, in prime form right now, winning 5 of the last 6. Up against Watford, also on decent form. They are 10th with 27 points on the board. They are 67% form for them right now. Just 1 defeat of the last 6, 3 wins of the last 4. Pretty good stuff at the moment. Last round, though, over at Vicarage Road, it was a 1-0 win for the Saints back in October 2021. That was in the Premier League, of course. Just 1 home win of the last 6 between these two sides. That's when Southampton beat Watford at St Mary's. The odds, though, for this one, we're looking at Watford 21-10 for the victory, 23-10 is the draw. 13-10 is your away win here. Could be a tight game, tough one, could go either way, but I'm backing the Hornets here. 2-1 win for Watford. 3 points in the back, and again, keeping themselves in the mixer for the playoffs. Huddersfield Town against Bristol City, of course, coming at you at the John Smith's Kirklees McAlpine Stadium. Played each other 25 times since 1998. 9 wins to Huddersfield, 11 wins to Bristol City, and 5 draws. Biggest win for the host here. We got 2-0 win. They got 32 goals in 25 matches, 1.28 goals a game. Bristol City, though, 4-0 win. Their biggest, scoring 42 goals in 25 matches, 1.68 goals a game for the Robins. Back-to-back defeats, though, for Liam Manning's side. They are 14th for the table with 25 points on the board. Up against Huddersfield, 42% form for them right now. Just 1 defeat in the last 5, 21st in the table, and 20 points on the board at the moment. Last round, though, over at the John Smith Stadium, it was a 0-0 draw back in March 2023. Of course, the odds, though, for this one, we're looking at Huddersfield 2-1 for the victory, 20 is your Bristol City, and 21-10 is the draw. It's quite tight in the book. It does smell like a draw, if I'm honest. Yeah, I'm going to go with a 2-0 win, though, for the Bristol City. So I think I may have made that pick without the knowledge that Bristol City lost against Norwich. It might not change it too much, but going to go with, I would probably reconsider this. Probably would go with a draw, if I'm honest with you, but I'm going to stick to it. Leicester City against Plymouth on this one, coming at you at the King Power Stadium. Should be one-way traffic, you would imagine. 10 times they played each other since 2004. 3 wins apiece and 4 draws. Biggest win for Leicester, 1-0 win. They got 7 goals in 10 games, 0.70 goals a game. Up against Plymouth, 3-0 win. Their biggest, scoring 9 goals in 10 games, 0.90 goals a game on average. So Plymouth, though, 2 wins the last 6, 42% form for them. They are 16th for the table with 22 points on the board. Up against Leicester, 3 games without a loss, 58% form for them right now. They are top with 46 points on the board. Last round, though, over at the King Power, was a 1-0 win for Leicester back in November 2009. Goodness gracious me. But the odds right here, right now, we look at Leicester 7-2 on for the victory, 9-2 is draw, 9-1 is, of course, your long shot. It's going to be a Leicester victory here. Surely 3-0 win for them, comfortably done, and remain where they are. Norwich against Preston. It's the Alex Neil derby, even though he's not involved in this game whatsoever. Played each other 30 times to the year 2000. 11 wins apiece and 8 draws. Biggest win for the Canaries, 4-0 win. They've got 39 goals in 30 matches, 1.30 goals a game. Up against Preston, 4-0 win. Their biggest, scoring 37 goals in 30 matches, 1.23 goals a game on this one. 8th for the table with 28 points. They are 33% form for them right now. 3 defeats on the spin for the Nobbers. Up against Norwich, 3 wins the last 4, 50% form for them right now. 13th for the table with 26 points on the board as well. Last time around, though, over at Carrow Road, it was a 3-2 win for Preston back in October 2022. But the odds right here, right now, we are Norwich 11-10 for the victory. They are favoured here. 5-2 is draw. 3-1 is your Preston, of course. That bit recent uptick of form may have saved Wagner. If they wins this one, it could be looking at a stay of execution, perhaps. 2-0 win for me for this one for Norwich. They're up the ladder. Preston taking another L on this one. QPR against Hull City coming at you at Loftus Road. Now, these two sides have played each other 22 times in 2005. We've got 6 wins for QPR, 8 wins for Hull. We've got 8 draws as well. Biggest win for the hosts. 3-0 win. They got 29 goals in 22 matches, 1.32 goals a game. Up against Hull, 4-0 win. Their biggest, scoring 31 goals in 22 matches, 1.41 goals a game on average. Hull, though, 58% form for them right now. 2 defeats the last 6. They're on 6th in the table with 30 points on the board. Up against QPR, 50% form for them right now. 1-2 lost to and drawn to. They are 22nd with 16 points on the board at the moment. Last time around, at Loftus Road, it was a 3-1 win for QPR back in August 2022. The odds, though, for this one, QPR 9-4 for the victory, 5-4 is your Hull. They are favoured here. 9-4 is also the draw. I'm back in QPR, though. Uptick of form. looking good at the moment. I think they'll get this win and they'll start to believe that there's hope left in their season. Meanwhile, Rotherham against Swansea, the managerless clubs locking horns at the New York Stadium. Played each other 11 times since 2005. 2 wins for Rotherham, 5 for Swansea, and 4 draws. Biggest win for the hosts. 2-0 win. They got 14 goals in 11 games. 1.27 goals a game up against Swansea. 3-1 win, their biggest. Scoring 17 goals in 11 games, 1.55 goals a game on average. Of course, Rotherham, 33% form for them right now without a win in the last 7. They are 23rd with 13 points on the board. Up against Swansea, 42% form for them right now. 18th for the table with 21 points on the board as well. Last time around over at the in Rotherham, it was a 1-1 draw back in July 2022. But the odds right here, right now, we're looking at Rotherham 5-2 for the victory. 21-20 is your Swansea. 5-2 is also the draw here. Tight, airtight. Going to go a draw on this one, point apiece for the managers' clubs. Which club, if any, if both, will have a new manager come kick-off? Stoke City, they could also be looking for a new manager if shit goes the wrong way. Up against Sheffield Wednesday. 16 times they played each other since 2002. 5 wins for Stoke, 3 wins for Wednesday, and 8 draws, of course. Biggest win for Stoke, 2-0 win. They got 18 goals in 16 matches, 1.13 goals a game on average. Wednesday, 4-2 win, their biggest, scoring 15 goals in 16 matches, 0.94 goals a game on average. Back-to-back games now without a loss for Wednesday, 42% form for them. They are 24th with 10 points. Up against Stoke without a win in 5, 33% form for them right now. They are 3 defeats on the spin, 25th in the table, and 21 points on the board as well. Last time around, though, over at Stoke, it was a 1 win for Stoke back in February 2021. The odds for this one, we have Stoke 21-20 for the victory. They are favoured here. 13-5 is your Wednesday, 9-4 is your draw. Guess what? I'm doing it. I'm doing it this week. Going for shocks galore. Going for a Wednesday away win here. 1 win for them to keep their season alive alongside QPR, making it a right old race for relegation. I think that's it. That completes the pack here, right now. That's, of course, the link to the Super Brew. And that's, of course, a recap of my picks. Make sure you subscribe, thumbs up, hit the little bell, of course. Make sure also you get in the comments and let me know your thoughts and opinions about the shows and the predictions and all that kind of jazz. But until then, shocks galore. We'll be back next time around. But until then, I'll see you soon for the next one.